wondering from your point of view, what do you see as the difference between marketing and sales and what the crossover is or how they might work together from in your experience?
Well, I'm quite lucky because I spent 10 years of my life at Marketing Week. And in the 80s and 90s, Marketing Week and Marketing were the two biggest magazines in the UK. And if you worked in marketing, or even if you were at the Chartered Institute of Marketing, what you read was Marketing Week. Some cases marketing, but you read Marketing Week. It was the publication. So I'm quite lucky I spent 10 years with marketeers. And again, most marketeers I worked with were introverts. They were not extroverts. And I often was surprised the resentment marketing had towards sales because we earned double our salary. And I was often surprised the attitude salespeople had towards marketing because we felt none of them could sell. And there was this battle which constantly went on. And it would make life easier. And I didn't do this until I became a manager. I wish I'd done it earlier, but it's one of these things you just don't know what you don't know. And when I became a manager, I made the marketing and salespeople sit beside each other. And every single person, without exception, detested me as a result of that. This is against actually one of the marketing girls went to head of HR and said this is against my human rights. I mean, people were so offended by what I did. But quite often when you do things that are very different, it does freak people out. But I always do things for a reason. And of course, I don't always get it right. But I get it right most of the time. That's a good sign. And I made marketing and I made sales sit beside each other. Because I wanted marketing to understand salespeople did not go out for 3 hour lunches every day and come back with a deal. And I wanted salespeople to understand marketing is not just people who can't sell, which is what most salespeople think of marketeers. Marketing is budgeting. Marketing is planning. Marketing is doing three people's job at once. I mean, marketing involves so much, but salespeople didn't get that. They just saw that, oh, you're not getting me enough leads. Why aren't you getting me enough leads? And by forcing them to sit together, after they spent a few weeks just resenting me, all of a sudden they began to understand each other. And guess what happened? They began to respect each other. And guess what happened? Marketing started to do better because they understood more about sales. And salespeople started to respect marketing because we started to do better as a result of getting better leads. And the whole thing worked beautifully. In every company I've gone into, I've made sales and marketing sit beside each other. So that's the first thing. They have to understand each other better. With small businesses, I do find the focus is more on sales than marketing, and that's purely from a cash flow perspective. My first 2 years in business, I didn't know it wasn't about marketing. It's about cash flow. You're just trying to survive, and so all I cared about was sales. And as a result, my business didn't grow the way it should have because I wasn't focusing on building relationships. I was focusing on winning sales. And
Mm.
that was a painful lesson I had to do many times wrong before I actually learned it, sadly. But marketing is key. But it's not just marketing, it's marketing with features and benefits. A lot of marketeers don't forget